Hello, it's Katy here. In this video, I'm going to be doing something different, something I've not done before. I am finally going to be introducing the dissociative parts of me by name so that you all can get to know me in the pieces that I am in. I haven't done this yet because I've been afraid of the vulnerability that comes with it, afraid of giving too much information about my current state of being to my perpetrators who are probably watching this, but to my knowledge, I have not been accessed in a while, and I'm starting to feel safe in letting the world in on this level. So that's what I'm going to do. In my video in my video mapping my systems, I mentioned that I have 4 core parts. I suspect there might be deeper layers still, but so far I've encountered 4 core elemental parts of myself, out of which all other parts were created. These parts are named Damien, Lilith, Psy, and Katy. And the last couple days I've been doing some deep core integration with Psy and Damien, and I'm starting to feel really in line with my true self more than I have been before. So that's part of why I'm feeling capable of putting myself out there on this level now. So I guess I'm going to give a little introduction about each part, and then I'm going to let them take over and tell you about themselves. Sorry, I have to scratch my face. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. The itch distracted me. So I guess we'll start with Katy. Katy is the name which I go by here and which my hosts go by now. It is the name I was born with, and it is the name of my deepest inner core. Different names have been attributed to different parts of Katy, but altogether, we identify most closely with her on the deepest level as our primary source of light, the pure, unadulterated consciousness with which we were born. Psy, who manifests as about 6 years old as an individual part, but who constitutes a large part of our system and has become increasingly integrated with us over time. Psy presents about 6 years old and is male identified, but kind of loosely identified with gender. Psy's main purpose when we were a child was to protect Katy. Psy is a fundamental self-love. So if Katy is the light, then Psy is the love that developed when we split off into and were able to turn back around and look at ourselves for the first time. And we fell in love with ourselves through Psy and became a self-reflective being through this aspect of ourselves. Psy is probably my favorite part. I would say don't tell my alters that, but they know. And even though Katy is the pure light side of me, feels like truly most pure because he's conscious. He's conscious and he still chooses to love. Damien is about 14 and how he manifests most of the time. He was considered a dark part of ourselves until yesterday when he started integrating on a core level, and we being a mixture of Katy and Psy, which are typically our outermost parts, saw Damien for the first time, experienced him as light and as love, and that the darkness was a sacrifice that he made in order to come out and protect us by taking a lot of our core trauma. So Katy took virtually no trauma. Psy took as much trauma as he could handle in order to develop compassion while still retaining a light. Damien took the bulk of our core traumas around forced perpetration and killing. Lilith, our 4th part, is the least understood by our system, and she manifests as about 8 years old. She is, like I said, least understood and most unintegrated as far as we know. Or at least we have yet to do core integration with her on a fundamental level. But she's a very good part. We like her very much. We want to get to know her more. To us, she's kind of like, for some reason the phrase like a cloud comes into mind. She's kind of nebulous. Each part has a color. Sai is green, Katy is pink, Damien is dark purple and blue, and Lilith is a light pink and purple. Lilith used to be a darker purple, but her color has changed as she's become increasingly integrated with the light. That's something that just came up for us now. Okay, the last thing I'll say about Lilith is she holds a lot of our core sexual trauma, and that's part of why she has a hard time coming out, a hard time making contact with us. She is one of the most traumatized. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys meet them all briefly now, and then we're going to make individual videos for each to do more formal introductions. Okay. Hi, my name is Damien, and I am manifesting right now as a hybrid part of Damien and Lilith. In the part of the subsystem I'm in, I'm kind of a combination of both, so I wasn't even sure whether to introduce myself as Damien or Lilith, but I guess you could call me both. I was considered a dark masculine part of the self, and my system is made up of an unbelievable amount of fragments that are finally starting to become understood as part of the light, like Katy just said. I very much want to be heard and understood, and struggle to communicate on a level that most people seem to understand because I'm so emotionally charged. Although I recognize now my affect seems kind of flat, and that's because of Lilith, the integration I'm doing with her. I switch really fast between states when I'm nervous, and I just switched and don't even remember what I just said and realized I'm starting to lean heavily to the right, and I don't know why, so I'm going to stop talking now and let someone else take over. Hi, I'm Lilith. I'm a more fluid part of the system. I have an easier time tracking and grounding, so Damien sent me forward. I am a fragmentary copy alter of many versions of Lilith inside. You're not yet talking to a core part of her. She does not really know how to communicate, but I hope to make more videos where we can talk more about ourselves in depth. Hi, my name is Sai. I'm a very happy part of the system. I'm 9 years old in this part I'm manifesting in. I recognize that Katy said that we were 6, but I have many parts, and I think she said that was just the part that we present with most often. That used to be true, but she doesn't really know our system anymore as much because we've been off on our own doing our own integration. I don't really know what to say, but Katy brought me this bunny here, which I'm going to show you guys, so if Katy says to tell you if that triggers you, I'm sorry, be forewarned. But this is my stuffed bunny. His name is Bunny, and we thought he'd be good for springtime because it's the spring equinox, and bunnies are a symbol of spring. You can see here he has flowers on his ear, and even though I'm mostly a boy, I decided with Katy that we really wanted to wear this dress that we're wearing. You can see here, and it's got these flowers on it that match Bunny's ear. We really like that. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Bye. Hi, I'm Katy. I'm a part of Katy that doesn't normally come out, but you guys see Katy in our system a lot. She's the one who mostly does the videos, along with Lilith. I love Sai. Sai is adorable. He is the sweetest part of me. I don't really know what to say. I think my video might time out soon, so I'm gonna sign off here, and I'll talk in a formal introduction soon. Thanks.